I have the most abusive relationship with Netflix. What I mean by that, Netflix really loves to take things that I like and kind of ruin them. But at the same time, they like to take things that are brand new and make them spectacular. So, Netflix, please just make everything good. Or at least decent. The reason why I haven't made this video is because I don't want to. That's why I'm making it as short as humanly possible, because I don't like talking about one of the movies here. So let's do this. So, Wizards, I'm gonna get this over really quick because there's not much to say. Wizards is basically the same level of quality as Trollhunters, except Dukesy is a better protagonist, and Jim sucks. Jim, at this point, has turned into Ash from Pokemon. All he does is say uplifting speeches. That's not interesting character, that's just stupid. Claire sucks, and the cat is great. That's literally all I have to say about this. So my main overall opinion of Rogue One is that it's okay, it's a bit of a slog through the first hour and a half or so, but the last 45 minutes on their own would be the best Star Wars movie ever by quite a large margin, except for Empire, because Empire is just that good. So, what do I think of Trollhunters? It is the exact opposite of Rogue One. This movie is a slog, but it's a decent slog for most of the runtime. But then the last 10 minutes roll around, and it just... And you might be wondering, but WDT Productions, how can it derail in the last 10 minutes? It can, and it does. And I'll explain that after I explain what this whole movie basically is. So, The Eternals is Marvel's version of this movie, because they're basically the exact same movie. A group of characters have to stop giant god thing from coming out of planet. That's the whole plot of the movie. So what they end up doing for some reason is they decide that they're going to have the two monsters fight. So the good person controlling the Titan snaps out of mind control that they have for some reason. And then they decide to have a giant kaiju battle that ends with both of them dying, which I don't know if it's explained and I'm not looking it up, but why would killing the giant Titan kill the person controlling it? Like, I don't think they're bonded. I think that's just like a mech suit. And if you kill the mech suits in Pacific Rim, I don't think the people die. Actually, I'm gonna have to look at it. I haven't seen Pacific Rim in a while. Anyways, so basically the whole movie is like that until they kill two of them by them killing each other. And then they realize, oh, fuzz buckets. We need to stop that other Titan because they only need one to reach Arcadia. Oh yeah, what were they trying to get the whole time? I think there was a reason they were trying to get these Titans to the center, but I can't remember what it is. Because this movie is so boring. So they fight the big fire Titan thing and they beat it, but in the process, one of the characters dies. And it's the one character that has been built up for the whole movie, even though he has basically done nothing for the entire series. It's Toby. Right here is the moment where it just completely derails. But before we mention that, I need to mention something else that is absolutely insane about this movie. Male pregnancy. Disgusting! That is a storyline that should be saved for weird off-brand sci-fi stuff. Or Rick and Morty. But it's in this mainstream Netflix kids movie for some reason. Yes. Why? It is the most horrifyingly creepy thing you've ever heard of. And literally, it just gets completely eradicated at the end anyway because of the stupid freaking ending. So let's talk about that, shall we? So, the ending of this movie is absolutely insanely bad. So basically this ending is where Jim decides that the best way to fix this, instead of just moving on because he just saved the world, is to completely redo everything. And by that, I don't mean go back to the beginning of the movie and try over, which is what I thought was going to happen. But no, he meant go to the beginning of being a troll hunter and speed run his way here. Don't explain to me how this is. How does this make any sense, Jim? Like, tell me what happened in your tiny noggin to give you that idea. Anyway, so what he does is he goes back in time, and my idea was that he was gonna speed run through the whole thing, and then we'd have to have a sequel where he does it again, which would be even more boring because we already know what it has to happen. But no, they make one of the dumbest decisions in Netflix's history. And that decision is, instead of just taking the amulet back, Jim chooses to give it to Toby because it makes sense to give the kooky side character comic relief the most important sacred weapon that is the most powerful thing that is needed to destroy all the bad guys and stuff. Yes, that is sound logic. I really don't understand this entire last 10 minutes. Like, it literally opens with him basically doing that first episode. He wakes up and goes, hey, everything's back. And he goes outside really quickly, forgetting that in the original episode, he actually did quite a bit of stuff before he went outside. And then starts to get disheartened when Toby isn't just outside. And waits a few minutes and then is like, oh, I guess he's not back. Which, like,
what part of the future do you not understand?
So he finds Toby there and goes, oh my god, Toby, you're back. And Toby obviously has the normal person expression of, huh? So what happens is that Jim convinces Toby that he has to go to the bridge because reasons that he doesn't explain to Toby. And then he has Toby go there and Toby finds it and it literally ends with him holding it in the air. So also something that happens is that for some reason he goes to Claire and once again,
part of the future do you not understand?
He tries to convince Claire that she knows him and that they have had all these adventures together, even though it hasn't happened yet. I mean, Jim, why are you so dumb? Actually, I do know why. It's because this man right here wrote the movie. Something that's very different about this movie than the other stuff is that it wasn't written by Guillermo del Toro and his team. The head writer on this was the Green Lantern writer. Now, does that seem like a smart choice, Netflix? This is just the bad choices movie. So, in conclusion, this movie is trash. Okay, I'm just getting myself very mad, and I need to save all that anger energy for my DCEU video, which, by the way, I'm actually kind of getting close on because I've watched a good chunk of the movies now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I didn't enjoy making it. Other than recording it. Recording it was fun. But editing it was not fun. So please, I hope you enjoyed this. And please subscribe, like, etc., etc. And I'll see you next time.